Well, we haven't hung out with each other nearly enough this weekend. I was with Cassie on Friday night, Saturday night, and here we are again. We had our Christmas party on Saturday night at our show director Tommy's house, and it was so fun. It was too fun because I felt like crap yesterday. God, what a mess I was.
Something must have went down after we left to go put Jimmy to bed, so it must have been a long night for everybody.
It was the bus ride on the way back got a little out of hand.
Oh,
That's exactly what it was.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Renee said she was encouraging people to pour drinks on the way out the door.
She was pouring mine for me as I was walking out.
Renee's encouraged everyone to make roadies, huh?
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
Nice.
Well, let's see some of the highlights from our party on Saturday night. I think we got to stop with Abby, who brought her new man in studio this morning that she was introduced to at the holiday party. Do explain.
So I got set up at our holiday party. It is not the place that I thought I was going to find a new man, but Kevin and I, ever since we were introduced at the Secret Santa, we have been going strong ever since. So Kevin, get on over here real quick. Hang on. He's a little shy.
Ooh, you wore him out this week.
Yeah, he's a little deflated.
I don't know what Tommy and Kaylee did to him in the back room, but he hasn't been able to get it up ever since. So this is Kevin, everyone. Say hi, Kevin.
What up,
Hi,
Kevin?
Kevin.
Let me plan a date night.
So Kevin is my inflatable boyfriend that Kaylee so kindly gifted to me during the Secret Santa. He comes decked out in Swiftie attire, so he's not going to give me some misogynistic rant about how Taylor Swift is not the pop star of our generation, but he is tall, has brown hair, and cool sunglasses, and shuts up, so he's really the dream man. Except when he wants to offer me free champagne.
Yeah, and I don't know what you did to him at that party or over the weekend, but he is
He's a flat Stanley now. He's no longer Kevin.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a physical version of how my soul felt yesterday.
Yeah, I'm thinking Kevin's feeling the same way. Come on, honey, get up.
He got banged
There we
up,
go.
man.
Yeah, he's not really feeling himself, but you know what? Maybe my next year he'll be inflated.
That's
again.
what happens to most people when they hang out with the majority of the Bert Show.
They just deflate themselves. But yeah, we've been going strong ever since, and now I can stop talking about dating on the air. So I'll find a new personality trait one day.
This might have been the Bert Show Christmas Party where I really finally felt my age. Like the youngsters, the Bert Show youth group went downstairs at some point or another to go play pool and drink. It was all loud and stuff down there. And my instinct, because FOMO me always is like, oh, I hear they're loud. They're having fun. I'm going downstairs. So I went downstairs and I stepped on the last step on the way down, and all I heard was a debate on who the better lesbian was. And just decided to do a quick U-turn, come on upstairs, and then I think half of my time at this party was spent with Hazel, which is Cassie's daughter, and coloring with Jimmy, which is Kristen's son.
You ended up spending with the super youth group of the Bert Show.
The next generation.
Super youth group, and they are 4 years old and 2 years old.
They're coming after our youth group already.
Well, now that you brought up the topic of conversation from downstairs, who's the superior lesbian?
Well, that was our big debate, is we didn't know what the criteria was, so we couldn't make a judgment because we're like, how do we have a competition without a scoring sheet?
Well, that's exactly what I was calling it, the scoring sheet, because for me, the better lesbian was somebody that's getting some, and both of our lesbians have been shut out, I think, this year. And when I asked the question, Katie said, well, one of us is not doing it on purpose. The other one is not.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That a little bit of a shot.
Ow. Ouch. And we have to mention, too, that Cassie won. Because there's an
Best lesbian?
Yeah, maybe there should have been more of a pause there.
My bad. Let me say, all right, shifting gears.
Off of lesbian lane.
Yes. So there's like an unspoken competition every single year at the Bert Show Christmas Party to see who can give the best gift. And Cassie, hands down, won this year with her gift to Amber. It was beautiful. If you can't cause somebody to cry at the Christmas party, you
Well, I mean, the timing has to be just right.
Yeah.
Also, somebody's relative has had to have died for you really to be able to capitalize on the tears at our holiday party. And Cassie just hit the lottery.
Yep. Oh, okay. Well, my goal was not to capitalize on the death of a loved one going into it.
Wow, we are really selling this Christmas party, ain't we?
If you can make someone cry, that's the best.
No, but tell everybody what you got, Amber, because I've had so many DMs of people who are going through the same thing, and I think this would be a lovely gift.
It's a little bracelet, and it's a very small one, and there's a tiny bead in the middle of it, and within that bead is a crystal, and when you hold the crystal up to your iPhone light or a regular light or outside, and you kind of squint, look through it like you would a kaleidoscope, it shows whatever picture you've chosen. And I found a picture of Amber and her mom and had that hidden in there. So from the outside it just looks like a bracelet, but whenever you need to see your family, I mean, you can use it for whatever, but whenever she needed to see her mom, I wanted her to know that her mom is always with her and she can carry her with her in a small way, and then she can peek and see her whenever she wants to.
Man,
Winner,
awesome.
chicken dinner.
Amber lost it, man. And she's like, when I'm going to cry in front of people, I usually get all reserved. I was really appreciative of she just let it go, man.
It was a little odd that she was dressed like a beaver while she was doing it. A Santa beaver. A Santa beaver at that.
His name is Bucky.
Yes.
Okay.
She was dressed as Bucky the Santa Beaver, and she's just sobbing in Cassie's arm. And I'm like, I love our staff. I love our Christmas party.
Tommy, are we allowed to talk
Yes,
about
I was going to bring it up. I'd like
Please.
to thank Bert for my gift. A few weeks back, I had a little trouble in the bathroom. Had to remove my shoes. There were a lot of things going on in the stall.
Tommy's on not Ozempic, but something Ozempic light. And when you get on those kind of medications, you don't.
Manjaro.
What is it?
Manjaro.
Manjaro. You don't, which is Spanish for don't drink almond milk. When you get on those medications, you don't know how they're going to interact with foods until
I know now.
Until you have them. So Tommy came in one morning and drank some almond milk.
Yeah, it was like a fire hydrant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But so I look down. Bert was my Secret Santa, and I look down. The first thing I see is a big pack of toilet paper.
But he got you the good stuff, the one that has ridges.
Yeah, Cottonelle. And he didn't cheap out.
Well, if you're going to be in a
On the
bathroom
one
stall
ply.
that long, you're going to need double, triple, quadruple ply.
So I look down, I see it, and I go, "Oh God, I know where this is going." Then the second thing was a big thing of almond milk, which that kind of went to waste. It was still a little cold, but Renee didn't want to drink it, so we had to toss that. But then I felt down in there, and I could tell it was a frame. And I knew what was coming because I had taken off my shoes in the stall, and Mo had taken a picture while I'm in the bathroom.
Not knowing it was you.
That was, by the way, what I was most pissed off about at the time. But it turned out to be the funniest thing ever because I have it framed in a very nice frame, I might add. but because I was given that for Christmas, I'm entitling that picture the Christmas without shoes.
instead of the song.
That's great.
Now, mind you, as you're opening this gift, I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at your wife, Renee,
Yes.
the entire time because that was a rough day for everybody, especially her.
Yeah, so let me just give some context to this. Tommy's wife is legitimately an angel. She fell from the heavens. She's a pastor. I mean, she's everything that is good, right? So when all this was going on, this circus was going on in the bathroom stall, and we were talking about it on the show and mostly fascinated why anybody would take their shoes off in the stall. Renee was pulling up to the radio station to help Tommy, and she's listening to us have a whole bunch of jokes at his expense, even though we never named him. But she was so angry that you were texting her, right, Kristen?
No.
No, it wasn't you.
She was talking to Katie. I popped in the bathroom to ask if they were okay, and Tommy just says, "We're good." And I was like, "You sure?" And it was silence. And I'm like, oh, she's big bad. She's big bad.
She's
Yeah.
big.
And Chrissy goes, "You can trust me."
Yes.
And I'm like, "Yeah, right."
So when you pissed Renee off, you have really done something.
You've pissed the Lord off.
You've pissed the Lord off. So when I brought the gag present to your house, I wasn't exactly sure Renee was over the gag or not yet,
No,
or if
it
it was
was-
too deep a cut.
Nah, it was hilarious. I'm putting that picture up in my house. I should put it in the bathroom, and then every time somebody sees it, they'll go, "What is that picture?"
You have to.
You
That's-
should put it there.
it's a perfect bathroom pick.
Yeah, a lot of these, I've said this before now recently, is that it's so amazing to get the staff together now each and every year. Because, we have some that come, some that go. Sometimes the faces change each and every year. But just watching the families and watching the kids now when they come and see them sort of get involved in the party also and watch you guys not only as coworkers and friends, but also as parents. It's just, I was just in heaven.
Yeah, we were talking to our operations manager Tracy, and talking about some Christmas parties from years past. And Jimmy and Hazel were decorating gingerbread cookies, and we were like, "Do you remember 10 years ago when we had the party at our house and your girls were decorating gingerbread or sugar
Yeah.
cookies, and now they're teenagers?"
Yep.
And they were talking Carl's kids were there when Carl was a part of the show, and it's just to see the evolution is really, really cool.
Yeah, it was a beautiful night. It was a great night.
The Bert Show.